Hi everyone, this is a collaborative movie produced and directed by Bonnie, Jordan, and myself, Tisa, on resolving conflict in a virtual classroom. The virtual classroom can be a convenient platform, but conflicts can also arise. In a traditional classroom setting, problems can be seen right away, but for the virtual classroom, it may take a while to see these problems. Communication is the driving force behind virtual classrooms, and learning how to build a community and deal with communications and technology conflicts are key in the virtual classroom. As a teacher, you want to provide an introduction for your students to get to know you. You can include your academic background, your family, a little bit of your basic family history. Also include your hobbies and what you like to do in your downtime. Ask your students to provide their introduction. As much information as you have given, ask them to give a little bit about their self also. Ask students their expectations. What would they like to gain from the class? Establish rules. Establishing rules and model these rules is also effective. Make sure these rules are clear and consistent. Provide multiple ways for students to contact you. It can be multiple emails, it can be a phone number, just more than one way for your students to get in contact with you. Lastly, respond to emails within 24 to 48 hours. It gives them time and let them know that you are invested in their needs.
As an online community, we've harnessed the technology to learn. This online technology has granted us many conveniences. However, with these technological conveniences also comes reliance. When technology fails us, the online medium can be very frustrating. Personally, I've had lots of issues with sound delays. Another time, and so basically that made it really hard to participate and respond to my cohort members' comments. There was another time I was really frustrated because I didn't realize that my camera wasn't on and my audio wasn't on either, so I felt like I was being ignored. Fortunately though, despite the technological frustrations, technology also provides for flexibilities. So here are some tips for streamlining technology usage. We could do a test session to make sure all participants are comfortable with technology and can access the virtual classroom. This was done in the Teach Now program with Kunali. Also, a tech support person for participants who may be experiencing difficulties is vital. Tell participants to try and log on 10 minutes early so there can be contingency plans in case the technology isn't working for them. Finally, record the virtual classroom sessions so if the technology fails, a participant, they have a way of making up the class. And finally, make sure your platform has many modalities to participate. There's audio-visual stimulus, ways of intake like reading, and different ways to collaborate like speaking, typing, and drawing.
So in the absence of in-person class time, online communication is vital for good online class. Classes should have a reliable message board or forum in order to make communication and questions go smoothly. So if a school site is not reliable, it'd be a good idea to use another site, such as Cloudrise Classroom, for message board or forum usage. Another issue of communication is finding tools that are convenient for everyone. Instructors should recognize that not everyone is equally comfortable or reliable with all different communicative tools. It would be a good idea to do a survey at the beginning of the class to discover the preferences of various students or the class as a whole. Another issue that can come up is problems with group work. Time zones can be a big factor when students are located all across the globe, and work schedules just further complicate group work issues. Differing communication styles can also come into play. Some students are happy to chat on Skype for long sessions while others would prefer emails. And some people who were unreliable on emails may be more reliable with another tool. Some other things to consider with group work is technology-based miscommunication errors that could come up. It's easy for emails to get lost in spam when emailing back and forth with unfamiliar contacts, and other errors can come up like documents not being shared properly, for example in Google Docs. Interpersonal communication problems can also arise as with online classes, students tend to not know each other as well. Also, it can be harder to have an at-hand intermediary as teachers may not always be working at the same time as the students are. So a few suggestions to help things go smoothly with online classes. Instructors could assign groups while keeping time zones in mind. Although students may not work with such a wide variety of classmates, it may make work group go better as the timing issues are cut down on. Another alternative would be to give extra time for group assignments or be more flexible with due dates for those. It would also be a good idea to remind students to keep a digital record, for example, by not deleting emails back and forth with their group mates, so that there's a record of what's been said and what's been sent in case things come missing or other problems arise.